Let's play a game. Who's more out of sync with society? The person who's watching this video, or the person who has to drink 3 cups of coffee just to make a video? So I win. I've been really dreading trying to make this second episode just because of the fact of there's nothing really important that happens. They put a whole lot of drama into nothing. Like, it's like Degrassi type of drama. It's like H2O from, Teen Nick. It's like when you fall asleep and then wake up to George Lopez and the little sound thing in the background laughing, and you're just like, what is going on? Kind of like that. It's a fever dream, which is where we start off. She has a little dream about her rival, just a little girl crush. Anyways, so she has this dream, and of course, the main Pokemon she has is, of course, the stupid Oddish. I hate the Oddish, dude. I stinking hate it. I wish there was like a better... Love Vileplume. I just don't like that they chose Oddish. Why Oddish? So she continues, and then she frantically wakes up, because it's all a dream, because that's... The thing about this episode that kind of irks me the most is how much drama they're trying to put into a card game. Like, it has the stakes of a football game or like a boxing match, and it doesn't hit, no pun intended. But like, it's so weird because, number one, she wakes up like she's in an episode of Euphoria, just got out of a drug coma, and she probably took way too much Benadryl. That's usually what happens when you take too much Benadryl. Out of nowhere, Joshua just kicks down her door.
Ava!
Like, what? Is your parents not, like, like, they don't know Joshua. You just met him. They haven't met him. You think that this kid would open the door being like, hi, yeah, can I go in our room?
Joshua? How did you get up here?
Your dad told me to get you. Ready to wipe the floor with Celestine today?
No. The father is not responsible at all. Okay, number one, the mother should have trained her when it came to the card game, and the father should have minded his damn business. Sorry, I just have a vendetta because why are you gonna let a random ass kid into your kids? Never mind. You know what? This is Pokemon. So after they arrest Joshua for breaking and entering, not really. The mother gets, dragged outside to be greeted by a bunch of kids at her, front door. And then, this is the greatest motherly or parent advice ever.
Club friends are here to support you. You sure you want to do this?
So, she gets greeted by this club. And the mother... sees how happy her child is, and this is the first question she asked her.
Club friends are here to support you. You sure you want to do this?
Are you sure? Are you sure? Because I was really hoping you wanted to be a lawyer, because like you saw how my dreams worked out. Well, you will in about 2 more episodes. I still think she's some prodigy. I still think it.
Ava, there's something you should know.
Ideas are thunk. I spoke. It is in universe.
Oh, never mind.
She does look like one of those parents who is just like, you know what, you're never gonna make it. And then right as their kid makes it, they're just like, I knew it. I raised it. That came out of my vajayjay. Came shooting right out of my cooter. I swear to you, that's my blood. It's a prodigy. I'm a prophet.
Prophet? What? Prophet! I prophesy!
Any bahoozles. The thing is that once she gets to the competition itself, she is greeted by this new rival. This is the first time they interacted since then. Unless they had like some school debacle, but like it needs to fit a whole Pokemon season in like 2 episodes. So I guess we just gotta move on with life. All of a sudden, they do some snarky comebacks, and then that's what gives her the nerve to be like, I'm gonna take my Oddish, and I'm gonna beat everyone's Pika Pokey ass. Spoiler alert. She does. She beats everyone.
What about it?
I still can't get over that. Oh, you want to follow your dreams? Are you sure?
You sure you want to do this?
Hey, you have people supporting you, but I'm not. So are you sure? But we're supportive parents. You should give us pity.
What about it?
So after we get a quote written by me in 8th grade after gym class.
Not bad for your first regionals. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to puke.
Then we have her father who joined the tournament, which, okay, cool and all, but where is the mother? You are trying to hide the fact that she is I already know this stuff. I can predict the future. All of a sudden, her dad gets rizzed up by the competition out of all things.
Oh, hi, kiddo. Your friend invited me to play around.
NANI?
And so she hands him his Pokebottom on a silver tray and just tells him to shoo off. Imagine going to the championship saying, hey, yeah, I beat your daddy. Now I'm about to be yours. Like, imagine the cockiness with a Misdreavus. At least your dad was smart enough to use like a good Pokemon besides an Oddish. I'm sorry, I really don't like Oddish.
You're little oddish.
So after she gets questioned by her parents about her life choice, after she's beat every single person after gaining an Oddish as a right-hand man, and after your father just got rizzed up by your rival, you know what she does in return? She says this.
What are you going to do?
The only thing I can do. Play my heart out.
What is a person to do? What is she going to do now? This wants to be Yu-Gi-Oh! So bad. It hurts! So she finally gets to face off against her rival, and going forward, you know how the battle usually goes, you know, they're losing, and then all of a sudden, you know, Joshua comes out of left field, and he's like, here's a water bottle, hydrate or dihydrate. Then all of a sudden, a couple other Pokemon come in, start wrecking her bottom. She's kind of surprised. It's now 1v1. Now, this is where stuff gets a little bit trickier, because going forward, I don't know what's happening. I don't, it's like, it's just battle versus battle, and then all of a sudden, so, this is the funniest part of this, like, episode, out of everything. So, she evolves her Oddish, and then all of a sudden, she gets tied up in, like, this little BDSM, like, thing, and the Pokemon kind of likes it, but doesn't want to admit it, and then she turns to the audience and almost passes out.
Oh. Ava? Ava? Ava!
When I said that they gave a card game the stakes of like a football, who's literally looking at a card and going, should I place this Spoinks down or should I just wait? Eventually, Spoinks is still on the play, which I don't know where he came from, but he's just like, well, hello there. And so he comes into play. I guess she sacrifices him because he's nowhere to be seen after this. She evolves to Vileplume, which then does this. I don't know how much doubloons she put down for that move, but something great is about to happen, and I promise you it's the funniest thing you've ever seen. So she leaves it up to a heads or tails flip of whether she's gonna win. And this is where the Pokemon cult comes in, because the reason she doesn't pass out is all of a sudden they start raising their hands like they're Katniss Everdeen in Hunger Games. Just... So you can't tell me Pokemon is not a cult. I'm just saying. So after she flips the coin, it lands on heads. And then all of a sudden, the Vileplume just gently kisses them to sleep. She freaking supernovas like this Vileplume got training from Vegeta from Dragon Ball Z and just blast this Misdreavus in the face without a split-second warning. And then all of a sudden, after the rival lost miserably, the rival was bitter and they exact revenge, saying that I'm gonna make it to internationals, I'm gonna make it to the World Cup, and I'm gonna finally beat you, is what they would have said if they actually understood how to make a damn storyline. I let my anger get the best. I should have listened to Elsa when she said conceal, don't feel. I'm so sorry.
Ava, I had a blast. I haven't felt like that in a long time.
They pull an Uno reverse card yet again, do what they did with Joshua, because Joshua is now the Brock. I think she's just the Misty. I don't know what I don't know. All of a sudden she joins the team, and then all of a sudden they're all cult friends. So I'm loving this season of Midsummer. I don't know about y'all, but I'm really hoping for that that Joshua dude to burn. But anyways, this is just so confusing because now they're friends, and we have a whole other 2 more episodes to go. But it's only about, like, it's like a part 1 and part 2. So technically we had 3 episodes. Look, after watching a 6-year-old almost passed out over a spoink, then I feel like I can take on the world. I feel like all my struggles are secondary to that. I mean, if I had a choice to place a Vileplume with several doubloons down, I mean, I would be anxious as well. I mean, at 6 years old, I was anxious that I didn't feed my Webkins in time. So I understand the passing out, you know? But I don't understand what we're trying to get at. We're still trying to fit a whole season of Pokemon into one little, you can't. And you, like, no offense, like, there's no good Pokemon until, like, the very end, okay? Like, I understand giving the underdogs a chance, but really, freaking Oddish!
Oddish?
You sure you want to do this?
Enjoy this. I'm new here, so please like and subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Episode 3 will probably be coming out shortly. Let's get this to a certain light goal. Let's get it to about, how many times I said Oddish in this video, which is probably about 6 times. So, 6 likes! And you guys get part 3. I know it's sad and pathetic, but that's the story of my life.
That's the story of my life! Oh, yeah!
Anyways, I do hope you guys have a fantastic day. Make sure you eat, drink, and also take your meds. Make sure to love yourself, but most importantly, make sure to love others. Alrighty. Yo, Vileplume, why don't you smack me in the face like that? Let's use Vine Whip. You making my electro balls blue. Vileplume. Why don't you hit me with that Voom Voom like you did Mischievous in the peen?